Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. Finally, that time of the year has come when we will start having our discussion on the yearly predictions, yearly theme for the year 2025. Now guys, if I were to summarize this word in one line, I would say what a year it is. Year filled with camaraderie, brotherhood and humanitarianism. Your inner light is going to be getting awakened this year. So guys, before we will get into the customized results specific to your rising sign, we will try to understand that how major planets are going to be behaving in this year. So definitely we will first start with how the Hindu lunar year calendar calculations is saying something for this year. So guys, our Hindu calendar, like generally the new year starts from the Chaitra Shukla Pratipada, which as per in the year 2025 is going to be beginning on the March 30th of 2025. Now it is important to know because through this we will get to know that who is going to be the king of this year. So like the Hindu calendar, which will start from the March 30th of 2025 and will be there till April 4th 2026. So during this year, because it is going to be falling on a Sunday, so the king of the year is going to be the planet Sun, and the Mantri, the minister of this year, is going to be the planet Moon. Now guys, whenever Sun and Moon somehow take the precedence over there, you will definitely find a synchronicity between the ruler and the masses. Second thing is that we also get to know a little bit about the year from the Samvatsar calculation as well. Like the way this year, which is filled with, like the year 2024, which is filled with war, and just from the Hindu calendar calculation, a lot was already predicted by many Vedic astrologers because the minister, the king, the Samvatsar was angry, Krodhi, minister, king was also Saturn and Mars. Now if I were to talk about for this Samvatsar, the name of the Samvatsar is Vishwa Vasu. So that also tells about prosperity, taking care of the people. Like the way it has been believed that those people who are born even in this Samvatsar, they tend to demonstrate very virtuous qualities. So far we got to know from the Hindu calendar calculation that during this year there is going to be a synchronicity between the sun, the primal light and the moon with our subconsciousness, the collective way of thinking and behaving. Along with that guys, now if you want to understand it from what numerology has to say, so year 2025, if you're going to be making a sum total of it, so you will get the universal year as the number 9. Now guys, in numerology, 9 is somehow connected with the brotherhood, which is connected with the philanthropy and humanitarianism. So all these are the qualities which will somehow be taking a precedence. Second thing is that even if you want to understand somehow the theme of this year, so you have to go down the memory lane. Like the way the very last time when we have had this universal year, it was in the year 2016. You will make a sum total, you will get the number 9. Now even the highlight or the theme of that year was, people say that okay, number 9 has got something to do with leaving, with finishing, ending all those things which are not serving any purpose. Now what was the major highlight of the year 2016? Brexit. We all know about UK leaving European Union, and like the way in the US elections, Russia was being involved for the spying and all. So somehow similar theme can also repeat over this year. But guys, the good part is that public is going to be a part of whatever the people in the power are going to be behaving. There is definitely going to be a unison, a harmony over there. So that is all what I can say from the Vedic calculation, from the numerology. Now we will try to look at how the three major players in this year are going to be behaving. First is the planet Saturn, then planet Jupiter, and then our favorite Rahu and Ketu. So guys, Saturn is going to be transiting in the sign of Pisces on March 30th. Now how can you look at this transit? So guys, the highlight of this transit is going to be, it will definitely take our attention towards the concerns of spiritual growth, intuitive insight, emotional maturity, karmic resolution. You will definitely find that many people are going to be talking about spirituality, about mental health, about their rights. And guys, the good part is that, trust me, I will not be surprised if this year you will witness many cult group which will be coming into forefront, because along with this, Rahu is also going to be making a foray in the Aquarius, a typical sign of bohemia, of humanitarianism. So like the way there used to be a time in the 60s when there was a wave of the hippie culture, so the world could expect the same wave of rising cult and hippie culture in the year 2025 as well, because we cannot overlook that you have to study everything in synchronicity with the numerology vibration as well. And number 9 has got a lot to do with the giving away things, where you do not get too much interest in that rat race of the materialism. So combining Saturn's presence in the Pisces along with the numerology vibration, Rahu's presence, definitely spirituality and a new age spirituality is going to be the highlight of the year 2025. Along with that guys, Saturn from over here, from the Pisces sign, is going to be giving its third aspect to the Taurus sign. Now definitely Saturn's third aspect is always a very restraining force, so it can definitely pull many investors are going to be pulling out their money from the market. The global market or economy could be little bit restrained in the year 2025. From over here, Saturn is going to be giving its straight aspect to the Virgo sign. So healthcare will definitely experience a boost in the year 2025, where you will definitely find the governments, and this could be United Nations, and all these organizations are going to be very accountable, very responsible towards any of the health crisis. Like there is a very less kind of possibility of any pandemic kind of situation which the world has witnessed when Rahu was transiting in the Gemini in 2019, 2020, which we have witnessed all of that. Along with that, Saturn is going to be giving its 10th aspect, the aspect with which it rewards us for our good karma. So with its 10th aspect, Saturn is going to be looking at the Sagittarius sign. So one thing is for sure guys, that next year, if let's say for example, you are a kind of person who is known for integrity, ethics, values, morals, and you somehow hold this potential to educate, enlighten and inspire the world. And if you're actually consistently, diligently working hard in that direction, so Saturn's transit in the Pisces will definitely reward you. So somehow this transit and its highlight or theme is going to be that all those people who are unconditionally doing something which is very voluntary work, some sort of social work, who are devoted towards the awakening of the inner spiritual light, healthcare related concerns and all, those people are definitely going to be getting benefited in the year 2025 because of the blessing and grace of the planet Saturn. Now guys, the global events which you have to watch out for because of the contribution of the planet Saturn is going to be the water related disaster, increased regulation of pharmaceutical and healthcare industries, breakthrough in marine biology, oceanography, aquatic technologies, growing social movements for emotional intelligence, mental health awareness and spiritual freedom, economic shift in industries related to art, entertainment or spirituality. When we talk about which sectors or people are definitely going to be getting benefited because of the contribution of the planet Saturn, so you will definitely see that there is going to be innovative solutions for the ocean conservation in the year 2025, advancement in the holistic healthcare, global unity through shared spiritual or cultural experiences, increased empathy in international relations, renaissance of traditional art forms and cultural heritage. And guys, like every year from July 13th till November 27th, Saturn is going to be retrograde in the Pisces sign only, which will definitely somehow give it more chasteable. You will definitely have the power of effort, power of endurance to fortify the intent, or this could be the humanitarian intent with which you will be working when Saturn is going to be transiting in the, and it is going to be retrograde in the Pisces sign. Now guys, when we talk about from the point of view of the planet Jupiter, the planet of blessing, good fortune, expansion, Jupiter is the planet which gives us hope, optimism and prosperity in all areas of our life. Now Jupiter is definitely in a very sensitive situation, rather I would say it's in a rush to finish its stay or its transit in the Gemini. Because guys, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Gemini sign on like May 13th. From May 13th, like imagine it will enter the Cancer sign on October 19th. Now definitely it is going to be turning retrograde again on November 12th, and then again it will enter back in the Gemini in the December 5. But my concern over here is that imagine the pace of Jupiter from May 13th till October 19th. So the point which I'm trying to say over here is that Jupiter's placement and its transit in the Gemini will give results in a very fast paced way. Whatsoever Jupiter's promise is going to be in the Gemini, in your chart, in your life, you will get the results in a very fast paced way. And let's say for example, if you have already important inner planets being placed in the Gemini in your natal chart, you are also in the Jupiter Dasha, experience a blast of the results when in next year from May 13th till October 19th. Now for all those people who are in any capacity connected with the fields of technology, sales, media, networking, communication, these are among those people who will definitely get benefited next year when Jupiter is going to be transiting in the Gemini sign. So guys, some of the probable outcome could be in the form of the explosion of the information. It is going to be extremely blessed time for the creators in year 2025. You will definitely experience a breakthrough in artificial intelligence, robotics and cyber security, advancement in 5G, 6G, quantum computing, and social media will evolve like the way no one would have imagined. And there is definitely going to be virtual and augmented reality advancements which we all will be experiencing in the year 2025. And now guys, finally our favorite Rahu and Ketu. So in the month of May, around May 19th only, Rahu is going to be transiting in the sign of Aquarius and Ketu is going to be transiting in the Leo sign. Now guys, the good part about this placement is that we cannot even overlook that this axis is little bit karmic in nature as well. In the original Kal Purush Kundli, Leo is the sign or 5th house is connected with the past life merits, Pur Punya as well. Within the Leo sign, you will find somehow the own nakshatra ruled by Ketu, which is the Magha. In the Aquarius, you will find in the core, in the heart of the Aquarius, you will find the nakshatra ruled by the planet Rahu, which is the Sadbhisha. So that means somehow they have got very strong affinity whenever Rahu is in the Aquarius and Ketu is transiting in the Leo. So that in itself means, guys, let's say for example, if you have sown seeds for being recognized, this year can grant you that sort of popularity, that sort of fame. If you are completely dedicated and devoted towards I always get confused with this word, revolutionizing the face of technology, this year can give you a chance for that. If you have those humanitarian intent to give back to the society, make world a better place. Irrespective of judging someone's caste, creed, color, bringing the world together, this year can grant you that sort of platform, that sort of voice, that sort of position to influence or change the world. And definitely guys, with Ketu's placement in the Leo sign, you will definitely have got some sort of expertise which you will demonstrate or manifest in your life in this year. So guys, after getting a brief idea about all the planets behaving in this year, how our Vedic Chaitra Shukla Pratipada New Year calendar calculation is predicting, and also getting a brief idea from the synopsis from the numerology, now we will shift our discussion customized to your rising sign and the yearly predictions for the year 2025. So guys, before we will start our discussion and the predictions customized for the Aries rising, I would like to first take this opportunity to wish a very happy new year to all of my Aries friends. May all of your wishes come true this year and you will bring happiness and proud memories and moments for your whole family. So guys, let's start our discussion. So first of all, what is the theme which I have written for you? So the universal year 2025, you'll make a sum total that is 9, ruled by Mars, which also is the ruler of Aries, of your ascendant. So universal year's energy is colored by the energy of your ascendant lord. In this year, your network circle will see a major expansion, potential for karmic resolution. So guys, when I say karmic resolution, that means if there have been some areas in the life where you kind of feel yourself struck, so in this year there's a possibility for getting that purification, cleansing and finding the answer, for being able to get that karmic resolution. Spiritual growth and intuitive insights for many. The kind of growth which you can attain this year, you cannot even measure the scale of that. Strong scope of gains on the account of foreign entities, or if you are in foreign land, and strong promise of marriage this year. Okay guys, now we will start going to the individual houses of your chart and we will try to look at that what kind of results you can attach this year pertaining to those houses and which month specifically will be beneficial for you in the areas of those houses. So the first house, very first 5 months will see a lot of back and forth in your plans and endeavors. The reason of that is your ascendant lord will be hovering from debilitation and back and forth, but at the same time will keep you driven and agitated towards your goals. Month of April is extremely sensitive for you guys because of the conjunction of Saturn and Rahu in your 12th house and your ascendant lord Mars in Gemini and then debilitated in your 4th house. Month of July will be financially and also for your love life and from the recognition point of view is going to be very rewarding. Month of October will be good from business, or you can also say from the marriage point of view, and the months of November and December will facilitate sudden gains because during that time Mars is going to be in the Scorpio, strengthened over there, and Jupiter, your 9th lord, is going to be exalted in the Cancer sign in your 4th house. Now guys, we will move to your second house. Now second house, which tells about your finances, which tells about your family members, your values and how you will be treated by people close to you. So the matters of the second house and how they will function for you in the whole year of 2025. So guys, the points which I have written for you over here is that your second house will start receiving the third aspect of the planet Saturn from March 30th. So that means we all know this thing that Saturn is going to be transiting in your 12th house of expenses, and even the third aspect of the planet Saturn is not considered as very supportive. It is kind of a very restraining aspect. So that means a very cautious time will begin from March 30 in the matters of family and in the matters of the finances or the financial inflow. So we all know this thing guys that Saturn just wants us to be disciplined. Saturn wants us to inculcate the values of saving money and also to remain very truthful and demonstrate full integrity while fulfilling your family's duties and responsibilities. So this will become important for you, especially after March 30. Along with that guys, the month of January and February will keep the financial flow intact. Friends and connections will be of great support. March mid to April mid is very sensitive for some big financial setback. We all know that from March mid to April mid, many planets are going to be getting concentrated in the Pisces. In your case, it is taking place in the 12th house of losses, expenses. So that means in this period you have to be a little bit careful. Month of May will facilitate some luxurious travels or enjoyment at the expense of work. Your bosses only might consider you for a role which will involve lot many travels or luxurious experiences. After that, guys, the month of July and August will prove to be financially profitable. Months of September and October will spice up your love life, and the month of December will facilitate some sudden financial gains. Now guys, we move ahead to your third house. Now we know that third house which tells about your communication, which tells about your courage, your prowess, your determination and conviction to fulfill your goals. So guys, pertaining to the matters of your third house, the very first point which I have written over here is that Jupiter, your ninth lord, will be present here from May 13th. So which will definitely adorn, it will beautify or it will bless you pertaining to the attributes of third house in your favor. So like the way I mentioned, if you're already working as a creator, you're working as an influencer, you are a freelance self-employed, so post like after May 13, you will definitely have some sort of good luck which will support you in the matters of the third house. Along with that, guys, your ascendant lord will be spending a lot of time here in your third house and back and forth motion, like going to fourth then coming back. So expect a lot of aggression, competition and heated energies with the siblings, friends, co-workers in the very first 5 months. So I would say the time period till May, till the time Jupiter would not have entered to your third house, you have to be a little bit careful that too much of the aggression is not kind of turning people, your close friends, against you. Definitely when we talk about the intangible aspect of the third house, your courage, your aggression, your willpower will be at its peak. But the only thing is that Mars in the Gemini is little bit agitated because the focus lack over there, and your capacity to make everyone tiptoe to your terms, that also somehow lack. So yes, there will be those chances of heightened aggression, competition and heated energy with the siblings, friends or co-workers in the very first 5 months. After that, guys, the months of like February, June, September and October are favorable for you pertaining to the attributes of the third house. Now guys, moving ahead. Now when we talk about the matters of the fourth house, which tells about your command in any of the public domain, your domestic life, your relationship with your mother, success in the homeland, any of the concerns of buying a vehicle or buying your own house and all. So guys, in the matters of your fourth house for the year 2025, Jupiter will be exalted here from October 19th till December 5th. Like, so we know this thing that Jupiter, which is going to be in a very fast paced motion, briefly is going to be enter your fourth house. And we know that if Jupiter is going to enter your fourth house, it is going to be in the Cancer, it is going to be exalted. So definitely which will ensure divine blessings in the matters of your family life. Along with that, guys, plan mortgages, buying a house, any big investment this year little bit carefully, because somehow Saturn's presence in the 12th house and the way your ascendant lord is behaving, because of that I wrote this point. And those who are eyeing for a foreign settlement, it's a very favorable year for you. So in the domestic life you might have to struggle a little bit harder, but compared to that, those who are either in foreign land or striving for foreign settlement, they might have a good chance. Now guys, moving ahead to your fifth house. So guys, when we talk about the matters of the fifth house, which tells about your prestige, artistic creative endeavors, academic interest, concerns of progeny and all. So guys, I did not wrote much about it because Sun's transit is going to be giving us information or answer to that. Not your Leo sign during this year is receiving any of the like dual aspect and all. Once Saturn is going to move to the Pisces, it will also stop removing the straight aspect from the Saturn as well, which is a blessing in disguise, because Saturn does not like the Leo energy, and with its straight aspect it somehow other people start judging you too much. So let's say for example, if in the past 2.5 years you kind of felt yourself being that under that pressure while thinking about anything new, or people judging you all the time, so at least those things will stop bothering you for sure. Time period from March mid till mid of the April, you have to be little bit careful regarding your investments. And yes, when we talk about, because understand this thing, as per the Chatra Shukla calendar, our Hindu calendar, Vikram, Samvat and all, Sun is the king of the year. So I still have the strong notion that for success or recognition, visibility, this year will definitely give you a platform, foundation or opportunities. I already mentioned this thing. The air houses this year are very strong, like 3rd house, 11th house of yours, which has to do with communication, opportunities. And 5th house, and your Leo sign in your 5th house has got more to do with glamour, your personal magnetism, your uniqueness, your talent. So regarding that, I'm still seeing good energy for you, supportive energy for you. But I would still say that March mid to April mid, you have to be a little bit careful regarding with your investments. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the matters of your 6th house, so 6th house, which tells about your competition, which tells about anything to do with the lawsuit related concerns, concerns of the health, all of that we see from the 6th house. So guys, over here in your case, this house has got a say of the planet Mercury, and what I have written for you guys in this department is that this year you will be receiving the straight aspect of the planet Saturn from March 30. So guys, in a way, Saturn's aspect somehow makes you very accountable, responsible towards your duties and responsibilities. So that sort of streak of planet Saturn wants you to be completely accountable for not leaving any scope of fault finding, or not leaving any area of criticism from other people. So definitely, if let's say for example you're already working in health, fitness industry, 12th house is also the house of the hospitals as well. So Saturn's presence in the 12th house giving straight aspect to your 6th house can be seen as a good sign only. Like rather I would say Saturn giving straight aspect to your 5th house, it is much better your 6th house to be receiving the straight aspect from the planet Saturn. So yes guys, I would say that for any performing good in any competitive situation, or I would say being very accountable. See again guys, it all comes down to Saturn straight aspect has got more to do with rewarding people who are very authentic, credible, honest and hardworking. If you by yourself, the whole fault lies in your own doing. The whole fault lies, and unethical behavior lie in your own behavior, in your own character, then you might be in trouble. Along with that guys, you will be receiving the dual aspect of both Jupiter and Saturn in the month of April. Like briefly in the month of April, as you can see, Jupiter and Saturn, they both are going to be looking at your like this 6th house, because after that then Jupiter moved to your 3rd house, then it will stop giving its aspect. So I would say that especially the month of April is very supportive for you for doing something very good in any big competition, because in the month of April lot many planets are going to be placed in your 12th house giving straight aspect to your 6th house. So your 6th house is going to be the epicenter of receiving the blessing or aspect from many planets. So I would say that big changes, substantial changes can happen in the month of April in the matters of your 6th house. Now again guys, for me to say that with confidence, are you going to be a victim in this situation, or are you going to be a winner in this situation? For that we have to take into consideration lot many things, but one thing is for sure, that whenever 6th house is empowered, it equips us with energy and support to win over any challenges. Now guys, After moving now moving to your 7th house, which is the house of your relationship, which is the house of your commercial benefits and all. So in the matters of your 7th house, from May 13th, Jupiter will start aspecting this house, and it will create the marriage yoga for many people. So with Jupiter entering your 3rd house, giving it aspect to your 7th house, those people who are single, who are on a lookout for a partner and all. So after May 13th, you will be in a very strong possibility or time period which can grant you marriage. Like the way, guys, we say this thing that more than where Jupiter is placed, its aspect is considered as more fortunate. So yes, marriage can happen for a lot many people after May, for many Aries Lagna. You have to be careful in the month of April, as your 7th lord is going to be hemmed in the 12th house, retrograde and conjunct with Saturn and Rahu. So yes, guys, in the month of April, in the matters of the 7th house, it is equally applicable whether in your with your partner, with your spouse, or whether in any business dealing, engagement, or your terms with your partners and all. In the month of April, pertaining to the matters of the 7th house, you have to be careful. Month of August is favorable for opportunities, signing new contracts, because we know that in the month of August, Venus and Jupiter are going to be there in your 3rd house. Now guys, coming to your 8th house, the house of unexpected gains, sudden reversal of fortune, transformation, psychological turmoil, all of that we see from the 8th house. So guys, the points which I have written for you, Aries people in the year 2025 in the matters of the 8th house is, you will be receiving the dual aspect till March 30. So both Jupiter from the 2nd house and Saturn from the 11th house is going to be aspecting this house till March 30. So you still stand a very good chance for some sudden opportunity or some sudden financial gain or some sort of breakthrough in any of the research field till March 30. After that, guys, universal year vibration is still ruled by Mars, number 9 vibration as per numerology. And also, guys, even in our Panchang as well, Mars is in a potent position. So that means a lot can be achieved in a very sudden, unexpected way. But again, guys, when we talk about gaining anything out of the planet Mars or anything from the 8th house, secrecy becomes very important. Hard work and being very analytical becomes very important, which will definitely serve you in this year. Along with that, guys, huge potential of spiritual insight this year with Saturn's presence in the 12th house and the way other planets are behaving in this year. So especially to the Aries Lagna, like let's say for example, apart from everyday rituals and prayers which all of us do, if you crave for something extra, you want to understand the secret functioning of universe, you want to actually accelerate your growth in any spiritual path or something, so huge potential for these people for those spiritual insight in this year. Along with that, guys, the year will be filled with dealing with lot many hidden enemies, challenging and scandalous situation. So yes, guys, be prepared for that. Whatever noise your success will make, it will attract equal level of hidden enemies as well. So it will be much advisable. Like the mantra which I want to give to the Aries Lagna native is that whatever plans you are working on, whatever you are up to, try to keep a major portion of it little bit secretive. Unless and until the whole work is not done, the whole project is not released, do not make much noise out of it when you are still in the pursuit of it. Now moving to your 9th house, which is the house of your faith, all sort of travels, your good luck, mentorship, guidance we see from the 9th house. So the points which I have written for you people over here is that you will be receiving the dual aspect from May 13th in the matters of the 9th house. So this is a very good year for higher studies or getting initiated into any religious or spiritual order. So definitely guys, you know this thing that ninth house for any chart is the most important pillar. It's the most important guiding light in any chart. Like definitely next year Sagittarius is going to be receiving the dual aspect from May 13th onwards, but for certain people it might be taking place in the 8th house. For certain lagna it might be taking place in the 4th house, in the 6th house, but you are blessed that in your case it is going to be happening in your 9th house, the most fortunate house. So I would say this thing that for any areas of your life, any of your endeavors, time period after May 13th will definitely put you in a position of advantage. After that guys, Jupiter looking at his own sign will strengthen the prospects of 9th house after May 13th. Luck will support you in majority of your endeavors. So if I were to, there is no percentage of how much luck is going to be supporting you next year, but if I were to say out of 10, I would say that you stand a chance that you will be at 8.5. So that's a very high percentage. Now guys, moving ahead, now when we talk about the matters of your 10th house, your career, your relationship with the authority figures, and how much of the big projects you will get a chance to work on. So guys, the points which I have written is that those seeking overseas opportunities will definitely get benefited this year. Year will offer many chances to update, revamp, or modernize. Post March 30, a lot of the Aries Lagna will find themselves to be bereft of attention or support. Many will be forced to work in isolation. So yes guys, after March 30, when your 10th and 11th Lord Saturn will transit to your 12th house, so do not be habitual if you are in that habitual of too much attention, too many people helping you, because 10th Lord was in the 11th from the past 2.5 years. For any of your work, all what you need is to just dial some number or make some calls and people are there willing to help you or something. So just be ready and be prepared to be bereft of any attention or support and willing to work hard in isolation, even if you're not getting the recognition, acknowledgement on immediate basis. And along with that guys, month of November will bring sudden fame or accolades or appreciation at your work. Now guys, when we talk about your 11th house, so in the matters of your 11th house, I would say this thing that 11th house, which is the house of the network, it's the house of friends, wish fulfillment, success. So I would say that it is a good year for experiencing expansion in your network. We all know this thing that Rahu will come here like May onwards, mid of the May onwards. So mid of the May onwards, Jupiter will start aspecting your 11th house with its 9th aspect. Rahu is already going to be transiting over here, so it will definitely magnify the prospects of your 11th house. So guys, like the way many people were saying this thing that when Saturn entered in the Aquarius, that okay, now Saturn is transiting in its Mool Trikona sign. Again guys, the innate nature of Saturn is it is slow planet. It authenticate you, like the way many times what happens is that even if we are not ready, you go to a guru and you keep on crying, keep on pleasing, keep on appreciating, guru might even still give you a chance. But Saturn is like so stern that it's not like that it's stern because it is rude or it is like ruthless. Saturn could be ruthless, but if your actions are like that, but otherwise many times Saturn knows this thing that whether are you ready, you are prepared to handle that big responsibility or not. If one word, if I were to describe Saturn, that word is going to be responsibility. So because of which many people would have gotten this only if they have proven themselves, proven their mettle, but many people would have been bereft of anything with this 2.5 year stay of Saturn in the Aquarius. But guys, when we talk about Rahu, Rahu is something else. Rahu somehow flourishes more on your junoon, on your passion, your this drive to do things, your drive to achieve things, that kind of madness, frenzy is attached with the Rahu. So I would say that with Jupiter's ninth aspect to your 11th house, Rahu's presence over here, in a way, guys, we all know this thing that when it comes down to Aquarius, it has given this reputation that the result are somehow dependent on both Rahu and Saturn, because they both are co-rulers. Saturn could be unrelenting, Saturn could be like unforgiving to you if you haven't proven yourself. It might not be happy, but with Rahu, to extract result from Rahu is still different, it's still easier. So I would say that yes, it will magnify. The year 2025 is magnifying the prospects of extracting result from the 11th house. Now when I say that, what are the results which can be attached with the 11th house? Suddenly being considered a part of some elite group, being considered for those opportunity which is giving you a mass reach, mass appeal. Again, guys, even today's day and age, YouTube still has got a reach, but that cannot be compared with the mainstream television. Or so I would say that 11th house in a way is an important house, and this year you are in a position of advantage in the matters of the 11th house. In a way, guys, your 9th house is getting the dual aspect, the most important house. 11th house getting the aspect of the Jupiter and Rahu being placed over there. So yes, do not hesitate or shy to dream big this year. That is all what I can say. Now guys, and lastly, when we talk about the 12th house, so beyond doubt, guys, Saturn is going to be transiting over here from March 30. Now all attributes of the 12th house, you will be tested, you will be judged that how you have behaved, how much have you earned the due consideration that Saturn is now here. It can actually give you something big over here. Like, have you actually walked extra miles unconditionally to help people? How much of the charities you have done, how much you have associated yourself voluntary for any society, community awareness or work and all. So I would say that it is going to be a very good year in the matters of the 12th house with Saturn's presence over here for spiritual growth, for emotional maturity, for intuitive insight, or for any karmic resolution, any of the bandage, like restriction, bondage, those kind of yoga you have in your chart, this year will definitely give you a chance to get cleansed of all of those things. And yes, guys, Saturn's presence in the 12th house will definitely increase your lot of the foreign travels. Saturn's placement in the 12th house will give you many opportunities, which either it is going to be connected to the foreign land, or those people who are planning to go, or they are already based in the foreign land. Like if I were to say, compare to those Aries, like if that provision is there, compared to those who are in their back in their homeland, or compared to those who will be striving for something which is foreign in nature, they will definitely stand a better chance, because the way your 9th house receiving aspect, Rahu being in the 11th house and Saturn being in the 12th house is indicating. So yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this upcoming yearly predictions for the Aries Lagna natives. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.